Welcome to the Music Nut program. I am John the Music Nut. Thank you so much for joining me today as I continue my series. It's Smithereens Saturday with their third album, 11, which was released on October 24, 1989 on Capitol Records. I would buy this as a new release on cassette. This would be the Smithereens' most successful album. This would give them their first gold certification in June of 1990. It would also give them their first top 40 single. And as well as that, the song that has become their signature song, which I will go into. We still have the same lineup here. We have Pat Denizio, lead songwriter, lead vocalist, and rhythm guitars. We got Jim Babchak on lead guitars. We got Dennis Dyken on drums. We got Mike Messeros on bass. We also have Kenny Margolis, who I call the fifth Smithereen, on piano, accordion, harpsichord, and synthesizer. We also have backing vocals provided by Ginger Blake, Diane Rovell, and Marilyn Wilson. We also have Michael Hamilton on guitar on a few tracks. We have a couple other guests on here that I will go into as I go over the tracks. How is this album? Okay, more punching guitars than there was on Green Thoughts. It's a little harder rocking album, but there's still a lot of craftsmanship on here. We still got a few songs where the acoustic guitars are leading the way. This was produced by Ed Stasium. You've probably heard Ed Stasium's work. Among the albums that he has produced are Too Tough to Die, Road to Ruin, and It's Alive by the Ramones, Vivid and Time's Up by Living Colour, Hell to Pay by the Jeff Healey Band, 1916 by Motorhead, Stay of the World Address by Biohazard, and Lucky 7 by Reverend Horton Heat. Let's go through the tracks. A Girl Like You is their biggest hit, become their signature song. This went to number 38 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also went to number 2 on the album-oriented rock charts, which are now called the mainstream rock charts. This comes with the guitar riff right out of the gate, and it just sucks you right in. It is a great melodic hard rock song, one of their most hard rocking songs, I would say. It's got a great chorus on it. The guitar solo, great one from Jim Babchak, very economical, to the point, you could sing it, and then it leads into this great bridge, which I think makes the song even stronger, and then it goes back into its chorus, and then when it goes into its fade out, when they say the words, I'll say anything, I'll do anything, that's Maria Vidal, who's doing the backing vocals while she's going back and forth with Pat on that vocal there. This song was supposed to be for the Say Anything movie, but Cameron Crowe and those involved with the movie would not use this song in a movie because it revealed too much of the plot. So instead, the Smithereens kept it for their own to put it on the 11 album, and it became their biggest hit. Excellent track. It's the song that most people would know by the Smithereens. Maybe Blood and Roses would be there as well. And maybe another song I'm going to talk about on their next album, which was actually their highest charting hit. Blues Before and After. This would be the second single off the album. This would hit number 7 on the album-oriented rock charts, and it would hit number 94 on the Hot 100. This is a good song. I don't think this should have been the second single. It's very hard hitting, and it's got a good bridge. The bridge actually makes the song stronger, but it's just a very straight ahead rocker. We got a little bit of piano in the background during the second chorus. They don't play this live anymore. I don't think I've ever seen them play this live, and I've seen them 6 times in the last 13 years, and I'm recording this on September 2nd, 2024. Good song, not a great one. I don't think it should have been a single. That's just my opinion. Now, Blue Period. This is one of many songs that the Smithereens would do to have a very strong 60s feel, more the Baroque feel from the 60s, like songs like Walk Away, Renee, this has that kind of feel with the cello in it and the harpsichord. The cello is played by Jerry Sutjak, and we got it's just very good song, but it's 60s feel on it. Fourth single was Baby Be Good. Other great bridges is just a simple, well-written pop song that's really catchy. This would be the fourth single off the album, but this would not hit any of the charts here in the United States. The last song of what would be side A of the album would be Room Without a View. Now, this is a song it's solemn in its delivery, and it's even more solemn lyrically. Song about longing to be alone. It's quite good. The guitars rock harder on here. You got some sparse keyboards in the background that work very well. Nice bridge on it. The drum fills by Dennis at the end of the song during the outro work very well. When they do this song live, this gives a showcase for Dennis because he does a drum solo. Meanwhile, as the band is playing on, he'll do like a short 90-second drum solo at the end of this when you see him live. And they do play this often live. Now, as we get to side B of the album, we get to Yesterday's Girl. Awesome track. Pop perfection. Well written. This would be the third single off the album. This would hit number 20 on the album-oriented rock AOR charts. I think this should have been the second single. I think if this was the second single, the album might have went platinum. That's just my opinion. I think this is one of their best songs, in my opinion. I mean, I love this song. It's very well written, so simple, very simple yet catchy is how I would describe it. Played a lot of craftsmanship, very enthusiastic. The bass lines on here are really cool. Excellent song. Nice call and response during the verses as well. I think this is one of their gems in their catalog. Not often mentioned when you talk about the best songs by the Smithereens. In my opinion, it's one of their best. Cut Flowers. This is a co-write between Pat and Jim. This is pretty solid. It's more acoustic guitars are driving the rhythm here. It's a decent song. It does have a 60s feel again, like their songs often do. Not one of my favorite songs on a track, but it's good. William Wilson. This I like a lot. This is really catchy. I love the vocal hook in it. The sorry if I'm a little out of tune there, but this song was named after William Wilson, who was one of the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous. It was also a short story written by Edgar Allan Poe. It was originally going to be called Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys because it's a song more about self-destruction. Another really poppy song with a hopeful feel, really positive in the music, but it's about something dark lyrically. Again, this is Pat's gift. That's what he does. Bright poppy songs, you look at the lyrics and they're a lot deeper. It's a very strong track. One of the best songs on this album, in my opinion. Maria Elena. Now, this is a love song with a country rock feel to it. It's got more of that Birds feel like you had with a lot of songs that were on Green Thoughts. This is very good as well. Kiss Your Tears Away is the closer. This is beautiful. Love the bridge. The bass lines are very good. Nice solo from Jim on this. Harmonies are excellent. It's a nice way to close the album. And again, just like Green Thoughts, this is a pretty tight album. We got 10 songs, 34 minutes, 27 seconds. So this is 11. This is their most successful release. Interestingly, it's kind of hard to find these days. A lot of their studio albums are hard to find because they went out of print. And when you go to see them live, a lot of times you can only find their covers albums or the double live album that they would do later, especially for you, which I spoke about on our first episode, is one that was later released as a 2-disc edition. So, what do you think of the Smithereens 11 album? What do you think of the singles on here, particularly A Girl Like You and Yesterday's Girl? Please let me know in the comments. We will continue this series next week when I talk about their 1991 album Blow Up, which would have their biggest single, Too Much Passion. And I hope you join me then. Till I see you next time, do what you love, and I'll talk to you soon.